Well, hey Cancer, it is Cardinal Signs Saturday here at your Metal Dog Tarot. So I'm going to pull some cards here regarding what's happening in the heavens, which is Venus and Mars are traveling together, and there's a lot happening with Pluto. So we're going to ask something of Pluto here with the first deck, which we'll use as a kind of oracle. Then we will ask something of Venus, Mars, the tarot, what's hidden from the tarot, and then some overall advice. And then we'll clarify as we go. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, this is a new deck for me. The Muse, what is it? The Muse Tarot, and I've seen it used quite beautifully on Sand Tarot, who's one of the readers I follow. She has a very intuitive style. Helps me kind of relax. I like to go with the meanings a little bit more than she, but check her out if you love these cards. Sometimes they show up in her readings. All right, Cancer. Let's see, what does Pluto have to say for the overall message for you? Who's the Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles here. She is a bit confrontational and proud. She knows her worth. That is the Queen of Pentacles. So it looks like Pluto's the planet of revolution. It's like the death card in the tarot. It's that Scorpio energy. Things burn up. They're born again. It's a lot about power. And so if you're feeling confronted right now, you won't be the only person. We're all facing some kind of dark side, something that we need to heal or change. And so this would have to do with your 3D material world, your sense of worth. And on the bottom we get the Knight of Voices. Beautiful Knight of Swords. Quick movement, air, the mind. I see the sun peeking out from behind the moon there. It's the moon and the sun. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what happens. Cancer. Let's see what Mars, Venus, and the tarot want to tell you. So we're going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot, my very first Sweetheart Tarot deck. Let's see what this deck wants to tell you. Something. Mother of Cups popped up. That's you, Cancer. Yeah, so we count on our cardinal signs to get things started. I like to think of as a fixed sign. You know, the cardinal friend comes in and says, "That's a good idea, let's do it." Or, "Will you help me get this started?" I like working with cardinal signs. Okay, Cancer. There's a lot of nice energy coming up here as I'm shuffling. So let's see. So first we're going to ask what Mars wants you to consider. The High Priestess, your intuitive knowing, you and your watery depths. So there's definitely a kind of knowing here that's accentuated here by the Knight of Voices, a messenger of truth, very pure white horse, bringing you very powerfully the truth. I'm noticing how the horse is kind of, or the Pegasus is kind of coming at you to the side. It's like a switching of gears or switching of directions here. To me, it suggests the truth bringing in some kind of change here with respect. And then the High Priestess, it's like secrets, it's divine knowledge of the kind of hidden dark moon journey. Venus wants you to consider The Seven of Cups. This is choices. It's also, I see the sun and the moon here, that's coming in for me here. So the sun is about your happiness, and the moon journey is sometimes necessary to make this, to go into the dark and face the truth in order to reach that happiness. And so that's what I see, this moon kind of coming between this Pegasus and the sun, authenticity, joy, and veering off to change directions on this journey. The Seven of Cups speaks of fantasies, of illusions, and of choices. And so again, I see the moon and the sun here. Intention. And last time I did a collective reading on this relationship between Mars and Venus. It was called Tarot for Lovers, or Lovers Tarot, I think. And what came through was that Venus is now ready to be completely integrated of her masculine and her feminine, whereas Mars is really just setting out on this journey, is just coming together with Pluto. You can see the commonalities here, the moon, and then this is a crystal ball. The sun here denotes your authenticity, perhaps. And really, when you're in a Seven of Cups, you're not totally sure of which cup to choose, and you have to work through feelings that are confusing and dark, because cups are your emotions. It looks interesting. Okay, so the tarot wants you to know what is hidden from you is a Five of Pentacles, a feeling of abandonment, being left outside, alone, sadness. There's many kinds of sadness. This in particular is one of being left outside. There's often a key outside of a door that is locked, and so you can shift from sadness into entering that door, rejoining the community. But it's a feeling of being outside the world. Can be a little bit of self-pity in this. And so your overall advice is an Eight of Pentacles. It's just do this work, whatever this work is. It could be your work. Because the moon journey is being suggested here, and it has to do with your sense, knowing your worth. You're being kind of confronted here by the Queen of Pentacles. She knows her worth, and you're perhaps needing to look at that now before you can achieve that ideal of the sun. We will find out more what this work is as we clarify. Okay, I'm going to clarify with the Klimt deck. Always has some beautiful imagery to come in on a reading. I'm not quite sure what's going on. What's on the bottom here? Another five. A Five of Wands. Some chaos and competition here. Sometimes this comes in as freedom for me. Today it's just coming in as much like the Seven of Cups, like topsy-turvy, not just a little bit up in the air, disturbed. And many of us are feeling this way right now because of these conjunctions. It's a very beautiful time as well, but it is also a time that is challenging us all to change in a way that's in our own best interest. And so it's felt for me quite uncomfortable. Maybe a little earlier last week, I felt really uncomfortable. So maybe you're feeling that inner disturbance. It's not a bad place. We see you in a Five of Pentacles, though. That's not a very comfortable place. A couple of fives. I learned from Jodorowsky that these are passageways, meaning the discomfort pushes you from one place to another. So let's see here. Let's clarify. Perhaps this will help you with your confusion. It looks like you have some work to do. and we'll find out what kind of work. High Priestess here from Mars says, something has ended and something is being reborn. I'm liking getting all this feminine energy from Mars. It matches what seemed Venus was doing. There's your Seven of Cups again. So this is the part of you that's feeling confused. It's coming up under Venus, that projection. You can see the projection here in this card of this monster in the sky. It almost is like Pluto's energy. Like, I feel like that, like this. It's like a dragon when I look closer in the sky. I actually never have looked at that. So this feels like this energy of Pluto. You know your worth, know your power. It's very physical. It's a confronting energy, but it's, yeah, like, look at her face. She's proud, as she should be. A little defiant, even. This is coming in as really kind of, this person is looking up at this dragon energy in the sky, and you can see her. She's opened her arms. There's a little gesture she's making with her fingers, but her arms are reaching out around this dragon. Let's see here. And finally, the Seven of Swords. She lies awake at the slumber party with her thoughts. The thief in the night. Now, it can be because your Queen of Materials is coming in here, suggesting there's some kind of need to remember your self-worth. It has to do with your ability to connect outside of the 3D world, which the Queen of Materials represents the 3D world, the earth energies. High Priestess engages with the 5D, with what you intuitively know. It's your magical and psychic abilities. And this is coming in for you right now. So this idea that you don't know your worth, you're lying awake at night with your thoughts. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is, dishonesty, hiding. I feel like this is all of your secret High Priestess power. And since Mars is about action in the world, that's the way that the masculine gets read within this field of tarot, I want to say. But this Mars has all of these feminine cards, all of these, like a woman pregnant, like her life is about to change. There's a very powerful encounter for Mars, the actor, with the feminine, embracing what can't be seen, birthing. It feels like a very powerful kind of, this is your moon journey is how this comes in for me. Like, you must look into your darkness. You must go into the night. You must go alone. You must face these ideas, these concepts that may be disempowering you or giving you justifying behavior that's not completely forthright, like you're being secretive and private. The High Priestess suggests that, but it looks like Mars is talking to you about all of this intuitive power, and basically recognizing it. You're very powerful here. But it's in the intuitive, in the 3D, in the feminine realm, actually. And so this is what Mars wants you to know. That's interesting. So Venus wants you to consider your choices, your fantasies, your illusions. So if Mars is like all about your power and your intuition, Venus is cautioning you in some way here about making sure that you see things clearly before you make a decision. Let's find out more about that. Okay, there's your Five of Pentacles. This was what the tarot also wanted to bring to your attention. So you're getting this twice. Again, this is feeling left out. You can see that she wants to be in whatever this door, this barrier. She's outside of it. She's wringing her hand. She feels self-pity here. This is always actually an opportunity to see that you're incorrect about that in the tarot. Fives are opportunities to look at things from a different perspective. Not from, oh, poor me, but in maybe this is what I need. That way of embracing. Do I want to go in that door? Am I choosing to feel left out here, Cancer? But they're powerful feelings, and they're not coming out of thin air. I'm not trying to gaslight you here, but your feeling of being left out, or maybe you're agreeing to feeling left out because it's coming up under the Seven of Cups here. There's a strong sense that this could be a projection or an illusion, and that it's kind of tying you up in a knot here. We get an Ace of Cups, a new love, divine love. It comes in quite clearly as a romantic love here, and I'm seeing how she's waiting outside of this door, and it comes through this door with love. So this Ace of Cups is what's behind this door. It's what I think you want to choose. It's the cup you're seeking, but it's also, you feel left outside of it, Cancer. And then there's a Three of Cups. This is an image that's about friendship, about community, reconciliation as well. In this deck, we can see it's a friendship of two people. One is looking at the other is looking out of the card. You can see they're each holding a cup over one another's shoulders. It's usually kind of like lifting glasses at a party. Yeah, so you're feeling outside of coupledom, outside of friendship, community. Venus says, just look behind the door. This is all here for you. These are projections, illusions, fears. Mars is agreeing, that your thoughts are disempowering you in some way. Okay, Cancer. Let's see what the tarot wants you to know. And the tarot, pardon me, dropped a card. These are all in sync here, right? Mars brings up the Seven of Cups, which is what Venus brings to you. And she brings up the Five of Pentacles, which is what the tarot wants you to consider. So let's see what further from the tarot. Tarot says there is something here about justice, the legal system, balancing on the truth, the sword of truth here. And this makes me think of like a Two of Cups. Yeah. So you can see that the sword being perfectly perpendicular to the ground is mirroring her arm, and the keeping of these cups equal. Let's keep looking here. It's as if you feel outside of justice. And then you get the Magician. When in fact, you have all of the tools that you need to make the world that you want. You have the cups, you have the wands, pentacles, and the swords. You have your full self and all of your abilities to manifest justice if you want it. What else? And finally, there's the truth. Once a tarot reader said that when you pull the Ace of Swords, you should remember what the tarot reader just said, because the cards say correct. So this is the Queen of Pentacles is confronting you here as Pluto. Pluto is coming in as this queen who knows her worth, and comes in with the truth that has diverted your path onto this moon journey in which you come to terms with the way that your mind, the way that you're allowing yourself to remain in a state of feeling outside. It isn't that your feelings are not valid. It is that it is possible to move through them, to weirdly, I don't normally say this, there's something here about like looking on the bright side, like this is a hard thing that I'm going through, and this is what I need. This is fundamental to my life's journey. Once I master this, the world here is telling us that we're finishing something, we're mastering something, a major cycle, we're beginning a new one. Like, so once I master this, and we definitely see Mars on a path of mastery, encountering Pluto as he must, and hanging out with Venus, who has 3 times spent time with Pluto. So you're on a journey of recognizing your worth, that you have all the tools that you need, and this sense that in some way justice has excluded you is something that you can actually do something about. There is some truth here that you are able to see that will just simply help you shift perspective. All right, and your overall advice, Cancer, is an 8 of Pentacles. So let's see. What does the 8 of Pentacles mean? What are you working on here? It's a very skillful work. It takes time. It's passionate work. There is a 3 of Pentacles. More about work. It's also about collaboration, making real an idea, a concept, much like the magician does. So you make a vision real in the world. You envision it. You have the skill to bring it in, like the musician here. She knows how to play the instrument. She has the music that has been composed, and she also has the skill, the talent here to make beautiful music. So I'm reminded of what the magician wants you to consider as you take this challenge from Pluto, from the Queen of Materials. Know your worth. Be proud of who you are. Your security lies in you. You have the ability to make the world that you want to see. You don't have to feel helpless. And then there's the Lovers. So because we saw that you were feeling left outside of an Ace of Cups here, remember your 5 of Pentacles was standing outside this door, and behind the door is this. There is, in your advice, something about making this connection for real, this Lovers connection. And the Lovers connection is a choice, because when you get this opportunity of true love on all levels, many people, for some reason, choose that's too scary, so they walk away from that. What this shows is that you're playing this music. This is your capacity to make this real through this work, through this moon journey. And we get again the 8 of Pentacles twice here. So this is the same card here. It's coming in. It's reminding us of the world, right? This pregnant woman, the ending and the beginning. So this is really the work of, this is a love's labor here. Whatever that is, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It's very fulfilling and very satisfying of you on all levels. 3 of Pentacles and the Lovers tell us that. You have the 8 of Pentacles twice. Work can be interpreted as your job, your purpose, some kind of healing process. The work here appears to be a moon journey to me, which means you face your shit, man. You go into the darkness and you look at it, and you let yourself be transformed and liberated ultimately from feeling, confused and sad. Sorry if you feel left out, and very, very sad here. And you're confused, right? More confusion. All right, last thing we want to look at here is the King of Pentacles and the Five of Cups and the High Priestess. Okay. Okay, so these are your last cards, suggesting there is an overarching theme here again. So the counterpart to the Queen of Materials is here. The King of Pentacles. He's the one that makes it real, He's her partner. Mars and Venus right here, showing up. He can be counted on. He's dependable. Taurus. This could be a part of you. He seems a little bit deep in thought, right? About that. You also get another 5 here, 5 of Cups. This is another passageway. This is grief, loss. All these cups that have spilled, and staying here. I've seen this for you, Cancer. These are your losses, and until you're ready to move on from them, so be it. But there is another 2 of Cups here for you if you would choose to go forward. And then finally you get again the High Priestess. So you intuitively know this. You're a highly empathic sign, Cancer. So the book here that is open only to you, sort of like this crystal ball, right? She has it lying down in her lap. She has read this book. She has access to this knowledge, right? It's to this truth here. She has access to this. The knowledge that seems clear to me, some of this is mystical, divine capacity to connect with the 5D, and to know this and to basically own it, like embrace this if you've been disavowing it. Last reading, if I remember correctly, there was somebody around you that you were connecting with intuitively. So that could be a part of one of your abilities. You definitely are being pushed here by all these 5s. You're uncomfortable with 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles twice, and a 5 of Cups. This is Pluto is a 5 of Cups. It's a card of Scorpio. It's rising from the ashes of your loss, of your despair, and with that abandonment and confusion. If anybody can do it, the Queen of Materials, the King of Pentacles, her partner, are here. The High Priestess intuitively knows. So trust your intuition. Here. Just sort of looking. This is very much about feeling alone and you're not. Being blocked off from partnership and friendship. There's couples here, two people. Wanting this and having the card say you have the ability to make this so with work. Very 5D, like putting in the work, playing the music, using all of your skills, all of your tools, everything that you've learned in your life, going on this journey. This is something happened on your way to complete and total happiness, and you veered off, and this is your journey. This is what you need, Cancer. And on this journey, you get access to powers, skills, abilities, intuition. The High Priestess here twice is very powerful. You probably already know what this is. You're aware of it. And it does put you into connection with another person or people here. Like you have an ability to connect empathically through the 5D. But it's really clear also, it's not only the 5D. Last time I felt like it was just a presence around you. This is got lots of pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles being here twice with the 3 of Pentacles, it suggests to me that you can actually bring this into the planet in some way. And it makes me think about when we lose someone, like a person that dies. And it makes me think of Ray Bradbury's stories, and that there were couples, that there were souls that were soulmates, and a very young man would meet a woman who was in her 70s, and they would have this connection, and they would know that they were soulmates. And as she died, she would say, "Try not to live so long." Like it was almost like, let's try to meet up, so that we're closer in age, so that we can have this love in a way that is condoned. But I get something here where we can actually break the rules of time. It's like your person can be reborn again into a person who's on the planet already, who is your age. And like you can open yourself up to that possibility. And there's all kinds of ways that this happens. Like I think about heart transplants and how people change when they get a heart transplant. I think about energy and familiarity. And people say that we have more than one soulmate, which is an idea I used to hate when I was younger, but I like that idea now. The lovers here are about a soulmate connection. So is the Ace of Cups about that. To me, the 3 of Cups is also about that, even though as a card, it's not that. It's just these 2 women who are together. Yeah, I mean, we just have couples here. I think it's this that makes me think about multiple lives, past lives, being born again on Earth in the 3D, because it's 8 of Pentacles with this pregnancy. And we see this here. Mars said, here something ended and it was also born again. So that's an interesting, weird message, Cancer. I do know that one of the Cancers, or a couple of the Cancers that watch my channel, have lost somebody. So maybe this helps you. I don't know. Whether you've lost somebody from the planet or in some other way, there is some love ahead for you if you are willing to do this work, to bring it in. And I guess I think from reading your cards for a few months, like it just feels like you need to give yourself permission to bring that in. And I understand not doing that. I understand that. I'm not sure where I get like this feeling of loyalty. I think because 5s are really like, it's hard to let go of what you've lost and to move on to what is waiting for you. An Ace of Cups is waiting for you. The Lovers is waiting for you when you're ready for it. All right, Cancer? I hope this helps and you have a beautiful day.